My fiancé said, "If you love me, you'll let me have a wedding with my ex as the best man." I said, "Of course." Then, let her walk down the aisle right into a venue that had already been cancelled. She still thinks I overreacted. Hey, viewers. Just a quick thanks. Over 14% of you are already subscribed, and it means the world. If you're new here and enjoy these stories, join the family by hitting that subscribe button. We're on the road to 10,000. First time posting here, so bear with me. Okay. Gonna try to keep this short, but honestly, still can't believe what happened. My name's Rick. I'm 30. Work construction. Been engaged to Jessica for almost a year now. Dating for 3 years total. Wedding was supposed to be last Saturday. Notice I said supposed to be. Jessica's a dental hygienist, makes good money, seemed normal when we met. Her family's got money too. Dad's some big shot lawyer. Mom doesn't work, but acts like she runs the world. They live in this massive house and always treated me like I wasn't good enough for their precious daughter. But Jessica said she didn't care about any of that. Said she loved that I worked with my hands and built things. Called it authentic compared to all the desk job guys she used to date. Should have paid attention to that used to date part. So about 2 months ago, we're planning this wedding, and Jessica starts talking about inviting her ex-boyfriend, Marcus. This dude she dated in college for like 4 years. Lived together, almost got engaged, the whole thing. They broke up when he moved to California for some fancy tech job. Don't you think it's weird to invite your ex to our wedding? I ask. We're still friends. He's back in town now, and it would be so awkward not to invite him. Friends. Right. This is the same ex she still texts sometimes and gets all smiley about. But I figured whatever, one more person at the reception isn't gonna kill me. Then last month, she hits me with this bombshell. Rick, I've been thinking about the wedding party. What about it? Well, your brother Steve is your best man, which is perfect, but I think Marcus would be a great groomsman. I'm eating cereal when she says this and almost choke. You want your ex-boyfriend in our wedding party? Why not? He's one of my closest friends and he gets along with everyone. Jessica. That's weird as hell. How is it weird? We're all adults here. Because normal people don't put their exes in their wedding party. Rick, you're being insecure. Marcus and I are just friends now. It's not like that anymore. So I'm insecure for not wanting her ex in our wedding. Great start to married life, but I let it go because fighting about wedding stuff seemed stupid. Figured if Jessica wanted her ex as a groomsman, I could deal with it. Big mistake. 2 weeks ago, Jessica comes home from work all excited about something. Rick, I have amazing news. Yeah. Steve can't be your best man anymore. My brother had to bail because his company was sending him overseas for 6 months. Sucked, but these things happen. So I was thinking, Jessica continues. What if Marcus stepped up as best man? I put down my beer and stared at her. Come again. Marcus would be perfect. He already knows all the wedding details since we've been planning together. Plus, he gives incredible speeches. Jessica, you want your ex-boyfriend to be my best man. Stop calling him my ex-boyfriend. He's my friend, Marcus, who you used to sleep with for 4 years. That was years ago. We're different people now. Different how you still light up when he texts you. I do not. Jessica, last week you spent 2 hours on the phone with him talking about his new apartment. We're friends. Friends talk. I'm looking at this woman I'm supposed to marry next week, and she's arguing that her ex-boyfriend should be the most important person at our wedding besides us. Jessica. This is insane. What's insane is you being so jealous. If you really loved me, you'd trust me enough to have Marcus as your best man. There it was. The love test. If I really loved her, I'd be okay with her ex-boyfriend holding our rings and giving a speech about our relationship. You're seriously asking me this? I'm asking you to show some maturity. Marcus is important to me, and if you can't handle that, maybe we shouldn't be getting married. Another ultimatum. Let her ex be my best man or lose the wedding. I looked at Jessica getting all worked up about her ex-boyfriend being in our wedding and something just clicked. You know what? You're absolutely right. I am. Yeah. If I really love you, I should be totally cool with Marcus being my best man. Really? You mean it? Of course, Marcus should definitely be part of our special day. Jessica hugged me and immediately started texting Marcus the good news. I watched her face light up as she told her ex-boyfriend he was going to be standing next to me at our wedding. That's when I made my decision. The next day, I called the venue. Good thing I'd handled all the vendor contracts myself since Jessica was always too busy with work. Hi. This is Rick Martinez. I need to cancel the wedding for this Saturday. Oh, no. Is everything okay? Family emergency. We need to postpone everything. I'm sorry to hear that. Unfortunately, canceling this close means you'll forfeit the full deposit and still owe cancellation fees. I understand. Just cancel it. Then I called the caterer. Same story. Family emergency, cancel everything. Photographer, DJ, florist, bartender, called them all. One by one, I canceled every single vendor for our wedding. The whole time Jessica's at work planning Marcus's best man speech and bachelor party. She has no idea that the wedding she's so excited about doesn't exist anymore. By Friday, everything was officially canceled. No venue, no food, no music, no flowers, no bar, nothing. Jessica spent Friday night gushing about how perfect tomorrow was going to be. I can't wait for you to hear Marcus's speech. He showed me his notes and I actually cried. I'm sure it'll be unforgettable. Having him as your best man shows everyone how secure and mature you are. I'm very secure in our relationship. Saturday morning, Jessica left at 8 a.m. to get ready with her bridesmaids. Hair, makeup, photos, the whole production. I got dressed and headed to the venue around noon. Place was completely empty. Doors locked, parking lot deserted. No staff, no decorations, nothing. I parked and waited. Around 1 p.m., cars started showing up. Wedding guests looking confused about the locked building. Marcus in his tux trying to call someone on his phone. By 2 p.m., there were like 30 people standing around outside wondering what was going on. Some folks had already left to call us or figure out what happened. That's when the bridal party arrived. 2 cars full of bridesmaids, followed by Jessica in a white limo. She stepped out in this gorgeous wedding dress looking like something from a magazine. She looked around the empty parking lot and locked doors, getting more confused by the second. Marcus ran over looking panicked. Jessica, something's wrong. The venue's locked and nobody's answering phones. That's when I got out of my car. Hey everyone. Rick, thank God. Jessica looked relieved. Something's wrong with the venue. They're not here and everything's locked. Oh, that. Yeah. I canceled the wedding. 30 people in fancy clothes just staring at me. What do you mean you canceled it? Jessica's voice was shaking. I called everyone on Monday. Venue, catering, music, photography, canceled all of it. Why would you do that? Well, you said if I really loved you, I'd let you have a wedding with your ex-boyfriend as my best man. So I decided I don't love you that much. Complete silence, except for Jessica starting to cry. Rick, you're being crazy. Am I? You wanted Marcus to be my best man more than you wanted me to be comfortable at my own wedding. So congratulations, you can have Marcus without me getting in the way. Marcus stepped forward looking uncomfortable. Look, maybe I should have said no when Jessica asked. Marcus, this isn't about you. This is about Jessica prioritizing you over me. Jessica was full on sobbing now, which was ruining her expensive makeup. I never said Marcus was more important. You said if I really loved you, I'd understand how important he was. You threatened to call off the wedding if I didn't make your ex-boyfriend my best man. So I called your bluff. That's not what I meant. What did you mean then? I meant you should trust me. Trust you to do what? Have your ex-boyfriend give a speech about our relationship while standing next to me at the altar. The crowd was getting uncomfortable. Some people were already walking back to their cars, others pulling out phones, trying to call relatives. Jessica's maid of honor stepped up. Rick, this is completely inappropriate. People took time off work, traveled here. Maybe they should ask Jessica why she thought her ex-boyfriend's feelings were more important than her fiancé's. Marcus isn't more important. Jessica yelled. He's just a friend. Friends don't usually get to be best men at your wedding. That's typically for the person closest to the groom, but you decided Marcus was more qualified than anyone in my life. I just thought he'd be good at it because you care more about his success than my comfort. I started walking back to my truck. Rick, wait. We can fix this. We can have the wedding next month. No, thanks. I'm good. You can't just leave me here. Sure. I can. Marcus is here. He can take care of you like he's been doing all along. I drove away, leaving Jessica crying in her wedding dress surrounded by the remaining confused guests and one very uncomfortable ex-boyfriend. My phone blew up for the next few hours, but I was already home packing her stuff. Didn't take long since we'd always kept most of our things separate. About 2 hours to box up her clothes and personal items. Sunday morning, Jessica showed up looking like she hadn't slept. Rick, we need to talk. Your stuff's by the door. You can't be serious about this. Dead serious. You made your choice when you decided Marcus was more important than me at our own wedding. It wasn't about importance, I just wanted him involved. Involved in what? Our marriage? Because that's what the best man represents. You're overreacting. Am I? Your exact words were, if you love me, you'll let me have a wedding with my ex as the best man. I decided I don't love you enough for that. So you humiliated me in front of everyone. I gave you exactly what you asked for. A chance to see how much I loved you. Turns out it's not enough to let your ex-boyfriend run our wedding. Jessica left crying and I haven't seen her since. Her family's been blowing up my phone, calling me everything from cruel to psychotic. Her dad left this voicemail. Rick, what you did was unforgivable. Jessica's devastated and embarrassed. We're considering our options here. Considering their options. Sounds like lawyer talk, but what are they gonna sue me for? Canceling my own wedding. My family thinks I did the right thing. My mom said, honey, if she wanted her ex-boyfriend at the altar, maybe she should have married him instead. Marcus apparently told people he never meant to cause problems and has been keeping his distance from Jessica since the non-wedding. Guess that close friendship wasn't as important as he made it seem. Jessica's been texting from different numbers saying I ruined everything over nothing. That having Marcus as my best man wasn't that big a deal. If it wasn't a big deal, why did she threaten to call off the wedding when I hesitated? Lost about $12 total between deposits and cancellation fees, but saved about $25 in final payments. Expensive lesson, but cheaper than a divorce from someone who thinks her ex-boyfriend should be the most important person at our wedding. Been 3 weeks now and I'm doing fine. Working on my house, hanging with friends, not dealing with someone who thinks testing my love is a fun relationship activity. Jessica can find someone else who's comfortable being second place to her ex-boyfriends. That person isn't me.